An expert group will be established to advise the Scottish Government on the banning of conversion practices which aim to change a person's sexual orientation or gender identity. The group will include people with personal experience of conversion practices, as well as representatives from LGBTI organizations, faith and belief communities, mental health professionals, and academics. The Scottish Government has committed to introducing legislation by the end of 2023, which will end conversion practices as comprehensively as possible within devolved powers. It is anticipated the expert advisory group will begin its work early next year, and this, alongside recommendations from the Equalities, Human Rights and Civil Justice Committee and other evidence and research, will inform the Scottish Government's approach. And Social Justice Secretary Shona Robison said about this, "We are clear about the need to end conversion practices in Scotland, ensuring that everyone, regardless of their sexual orientation or gender identity, is safe from them. These practices are harmful, discriminatory, and have no place in our society." Work is now underway to establish an expert advisory group on banning conversion therapy, and its remit will include recommending an agreed definition of conversion practices. We will explore how legislation can best protect and support those who need it, while ensuring that freedoms, including freedoms of speech, religion, and belief, are safeguarded. We are also considering what non-legislative steps we can take to end conversion practices and support survivors. The 2021-22 program for government commitment to end conversion practices is also part of the shared policy program between the Scottish Government and Scottish Green Party. The remit of the new expert advisory group will include some points. It's recommending an agreed definition of conversion practices. It's drawing together existing data and evidence on conversion practices, including international practice, advising on potential actions to ban and/or reduce conversion practices, advising on support for victims and survivors, advising on aligning any ban with commitments to protect freedom of expression and freedom of religion in line with existing legislation, and advising on how mental health services, religious bodies, and other professionals should be supported to provide appropriate services to people seeking help, and advice in relation to their sexual orientation or gender identity. And I'm personally happy that finally the Scottish Government is taking up that task. In Germany, conversion practices are prohibited by law, fortunately, for a couple of years now. I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.